Currently at Unilag. Today is my mom's birthday. Hi, welcome to my vlog. My name is Obina. If you're new here, welcome. Please click the subscribe button because I'm sure you're going to be coming back here. If you're not new, well, welcome back, my friend. I think the title of today's vlog is vlog 53. So let's talk about how I spend my week. But before we get into it, I hope you had a lovely week. I hope you're able to achieve all the things you set out for the week. And if you're not able to achieve some of those, just know that you have another chance, to do that. So yeah, wishing you luck.
This palm kernel we go reach like 3 to 4 drone. Let me go pack them for one day. Come house.
Today was a very interesting day. We went to see the doctor for a comparative analysis of the results from the different tests that we have been doing. So usually whenever we have to see the doctor, I go before my mom early in the morning, 6 to 7, and then I put her name in the queue. And then I wait till around the time the doctor is about to see her, like when they are seeing somebody before her, a couple of people before her, then I give her a call and then she just starts coming. That's to help her, just to save her the stress of, being there from the beginning to the end. And also to save me from the stress of her impatience, because honestly, whenever she's around there from the beginning to the end, she's always like super impatient. So today she decided that I want to come along from the beginning. And she felt really adventurous. And then I was like, okay, cool, let's see, come along. And then we went together from that morning. And trust me, our doctor usually comes around, so doctors usually come around 9, but our doctor comes around 12 to 2 o'clock, sometimes even later than that. So she already knew. And then we waited and waited and waited. And then she really felt the pain of waiting.
We've been here since 7:30 ish, and this is 3:37. So what happened was the doctor wasn't here up until 2 something. Like the doctor was just not around. So we're just waiting and waiting and waiting, and around 2 o'clock the doctor arrived, and then we all went into the place, the reception, and we're waiting for the doctor, like waiting for our turn. And this is 3:37 and it's not yet our turn. So yeah, we're still waiting.
I think after our visit this time, she was like, nah, I'm definitely not coming back again. I'm definitely not coming on time again. We'll do it the way we have been doing it.
The kind one this you see, nobody. I mean, they give people money. No, I know they beg anybody money. And they say beer for house 10 carton. If Christmas will remain 1 week, I will go buy 10 carton of beer, bring for house.
I really enjoy this conversation with my mom because my mom is that kind of person that wants to give her a chance to talk. She talks like forever. But this one was really interesting. She was telling me about how she was hustling back then in the village. All that interesting story. It was actually really nice.
Make her lie down like as they die. I will do magic for them. I'm not going to talk. I will do like this. My man is dying.
So they will let us pass.
Yeah. I shall be where you now.
When we were approaching the estate gate, I told my mom that usually this estate gate doesn't let us, pass. Like, I don't know. I think there's some kind of, they only allow people who go to a particular part of the estate to pass this gate. My mom was like, let's go, don't worry. I am no. She said, let's not go. And then I said, we'll go because I think I've passed this gate before and they didn't stop me, so let's go. And then she was like, anyway, if we get there and they try to stop us, I will get into my drama mode and act like I'm, like I'm dying, so that they will let us pass. And that was exactly what she did.
Prepare another one to come. You had to.
That one, they know they grew. Don't worry, I go out now. I go tell them, say, they die. That's why I did that. Tell them, say, in a hospital and they give me 8 o'clock. I said, they give me 8 o'clock. They know if we go back.
Mommy, get ready.
They will ship Pamara. I don't buy you.
I did die, you.
No, if they talk now, I go wake up like say, make it bring gasket.
Good evening. Drama. Drama queen. Ah, gotcha, man.
I get about that's him. Never come to no quality. They're going to know who did it. Now, the thing why they wait for, I don't know. But they see say I dare awake. But I want to go back to Russia when I got my own so good.
Oh my god.
This was such an interesting day. I I spoke to my nephew about so this last week there's been like a lot of the football matches. There was a final between Arsenal and I don't know what team it was, but there's been the Champions League, there's been the Premier League. So the Premier League Arsenal won, as I heard, and then there's the Champions League, which was happening around this period. So I've been hoping to call my nephew and congratulate him for because he's a supporter of Arsenal. So I've been hoping to call him to congratulate him, and just talk about other stuff. And after our conversation this day, he ended the call with "Love you." As random as that was, it hit me heavy because I wasn't used to hearing that from him or from anybody. To be honest, I only hear "love you" in relationships. I don't hear "love you" from my friends or from my siblings. So hearing that from him really hit me, and I was like, in my head, I was like, move on, just act normal. But I wasn't able to act normal. I just really felt it, and yeah, I guess it felt good because this was somebody I have been hoping to have like a strong relationship with. So hearing that made me feel like, okay, we're making progress, in our bonding. Oh, this tap has been bad for a very long time, so I'm glad that I finally got to fix it. I think the struggle I had was I had to go and turn off the central control, which I've been struggling with doing. So today, why I fixed it today was because we're out of water, like the water was exhausted from the tank. So I asked them not to pump it yet. Let me, fix this tap so that we can continue pumping it. So yeah, it was it wasn't that challenging. Oh, Unilag is such a cool place to go to anytime. I went there a couple times, I loved it, but the thing that really, really held visiting Unilag for me, was when I started seeing somebody.
Good afternoon, good evening. I am currently at Unilag and I came here for a walk. I used to come here for a walk with a friend who I was getting to know at the time. Honestly, I still think I'm getting to know her, but I think she has stopped getting to know me. I don't know. That's a story for another day.
We used to go to Unilag together, just take a walk. It was really interesting. We were not really doing anything. We were not there for anything. Like, it was just going around Unilag, cluelessly going around, walking around. She used to tell me about the places because she's been there before. She's been there longer than myself. So she used to tell me, this is this place, this is that place, this is where I used to come to do this. I just used to enjoy it because it was her. I just loved talking to her, so it was really interesting, But this particular one without her, yeah, it felt really bad. But it is what it is, You don't always get what you want in life, so I would have stayed here for longer this time, but I got a bee bite. Honestly, I didn't even know it was a bee. I had to post it on my status, and then some people were like, "Oh, it's a bee," and I was like, "Oh shit!" So I got bit by a bee, and it wasn't even that bad, I've just always had this idea that a bee bite stung really bad, and you get like swellings, allergies, all that stuff. I didn't get anything, so yeah, it was a very, very different experience for me. But it happened so randomly because they were just flying around. I thought they were harmless. I didn't know that they were bees, I also got to attend mass I think what I really loved about this mass was like I did not know anybody there, so it just felt like I was just a stranger who was walking around cluelessly and saw the church and saw that they were having mass and then just participated in the sacrifice of the mass. It was, I think, I just really loved it. It was really cool, you know. And my singing wasn't that good, but I hope you enjoy it. Take me deep, I'm in love with you, Jesus. Oh, deep I'm in love.
Today is my mom's birthday, and she was very excited about it. She's turning 60, so we are preparing to go to church because she says we're going to start in church. We're going for mass. After the mass, we'll come back home and prepare the food, and then we'll all have a party later today. So, yeah, pretty excited. I think my prayers for her 60th is that the illness that she's struggling with, she'll eventually conquer it and we'll all be winners. Amen.
Oh, mommy's birthday. Today was, today was just that day that we have been preparing for, planning for. I wasn't necessarily the main guy planning, but my mom was planning her own birthday so heavily. So we're just participating. Everybody was just a participant. We were supposed to be the ones planning, but she had her own concrete plan. So we had to just go with her own plan. She had a plan where she invited, I think it was 40 something guests. And she was going to cook 2 painters of rice and a couple of things she had, planned out. So yeah, we were just supposed to go along with the plan. It started with the mass. We went to mass, we did Thanksgiving. After mass, we came back home, and then the cooking began. We had started the cooking the day before. I wasn't there. I was at Unilag, gallivanting cluelessly. Before we went to mass, I was like, "Mommy, do a little dance for me." And my mom never says no to dance. Name 360.
Which one? 360.
Give me 360. Turn around. What do you? And then the photo shoot, she has been telling me like weeks before that I would do a photo shoot, I'll do her photo shoot, I'll do her photo shoot. I'm like, you gotta pay me. She's like, how am I gonna pay you? You're my son. I've paid by giving birth to you. You're not supposed to ask me for payment. I'm like, Mommy, this is business. I don't combine business and relationships, And then she was like, the 9 months that I carried you think it's a joke? You think you can pay me for that? So you have to do it for free. You're my son. Wow. Yeah, I really need to buy the adapter. I can't be doing this. It's too much of work. And yeah, that was how this day went. It was pretty interesting. Now I'm going to wrap up the vlog because I think this is going to go off at some point. Let's read the comments from the last video. The first comment here is by Tia Didi. Tia Didi. Her dialect when she said you shouldn't wound her legs is so nostalgic. My grandma sounds this way. She's from Oboleke. Are you guys from Osuka? Yes, we are from Osuka, and yes, I can totally relate to the nostalgia that comes with hearing your dialect, not just your language, your dialect. And I think that's what has been pushing me to really, really put some effort into learning my dialect, not just learning how to speak Igbo, but speak Igbo in my dialect, Marasun Soka, yeah, Motaka Shaso, Igbo na Soka, Igbo Nsuka. Forgive me, I'm really trying my best. I'm still getting better with it. Joy Okuna says, Yippee, you actually read my comment. Truth is that I meant every word in that comment. Bless you. Yippee, you actually saw that I read your comments. Because honestly, it's not every day that I see somebody actually writing a comment and saying that, oh, you read my comment. And a lot of times I'll be reading, comments, but not every time somebody actually acknowledges that I read their comments. So yes, thank you so much. I'm glad that you meant it. It's so important to me that these comments are genuine. So I really appreciate you, Joy. And there we go. Okay, I'm going to read this last comment anyway. This last comment is by Didi. It's 1 a.m. where I live. I was happy to see your vlog before I go to sleep. Oh, thank you. As always, it was a joy to watch. Tell mom hi from the United States. Anytime I tell her hi from the United States, she's like, okay, who is this person? And so I have fans. So I have fans from the United States because she has never been to the United States. So yeah, just hearing that somebody actually knows her from somewhere that she has never been, she finds it pretty interesting. She's looking good and she's proof of God's blessings on her life. Yes, I agree with you. Hope Dad enjoyed the meal. Oh, he did. I think the first time I made that meal, he was quite skeptical about trying it, but when he did, he loved it. I have never had a meal made by my son. Smile. You take such good care of your parents. Keep up the good work. Thanks again for sharing a part of your life with us. I pray that you have a wonderful week ahead. Thank you so much. I also hope you have a wonderful week, Didi. Thank you so much for always dropping a comment. I really appreciate you for being around, for always coming around and supporting the channel and supporting me and my mom with your prayers and your kind words. All right, guys. Thank you so much for your comments, and I guess I'll see you in the next vlog. And that's it. Peace.